Goalkeepers in Football Manager. What attributes make them great? Do we just want somebody who's not going to make a lot of mistakes? Or do we want somebody with a bit of flair? And how do we measure how good a goalkeeper is? Do we just look at save percentage? Given that we're going to run a test league where all teams have identical people, maybe we just look at goals conceded. Or are there some other metrics we can look at to really understand what are the best attributes? So in our test league, I gave each goalkeepers from each team a boost to a different goalkeeping stat. And first off, let's look at who came top when we look at save percentage. So the top three for save percentage were aerial reach, punching, and rushing out, which kind of makes me think that all these attributes based on going out and getting at the ball, maybe like collecting crosses almost counts as a save, because this was pretty consistent. Now, I'm not saying this is a terrible metric, but I think there may be more to it than just this. So, given we're running a test league with everybody the same, how about goals conceded? Well, bit of a different story there. The top three fewest conceded goals were teams with goalkeepers that had command of area, aerial reach, handling, and decisions, which to me seems a bit better metric. I'm hoping that the test league gives us a representative idea of what's going on. However, what we also have is we've got expected goals prevented. So the more expected goals that you prevent, the better the keeper you are. And hopefully, if these lined up with conceded, we'd have a good idea. This would look pretty nice. So the top three here are concentration, command of area, one-on-ones, and punching again. Now, I'm open to suggestions if you could think why the conceded and the XG prevented are so different. Other than command of area, which really stands out, there's quite a big difference here. And I don't think it's the variance in the league. I've run this multiple times. These results are pretty solid. There's not too much variance in them. Perhaps with regards to the conceded, there's some degree of sort of momentum and form within teams that results in more or less goals being scored. Confidence of defenders, confidence of attackers, something on that line that we're not quite getting at when we're looking at it. And maybe it's the XG prevented, which is the most reliable source. But as a final thought, what I've done is I've just combined the ranks of all three of those stats and then added them all together to find which is the best rank across all three. So across save percentage, across conceded, and across XG prevented. And the top three stats for goalkeepers here: punching, kind of expected, it seems to come out quite high on all of them. Rushing out, again, getting out there, getting to a ball. Stopping aerial attacks as well, I think, seem to be quite strong. Aerial reach, see previous nodes, and command of area. Perhaps a lot of goals here are being scored from crosses, and getting out and stopping these is what's really reducing the number of goals scored and reducing the XG. But what we can say for definite is there are some which really do not matter. Communication, always terrible. Doesn't have any benefit. Doesn't really matter in keepers. Favourite of ours throughout these stat runs, anticipation. Anticipation for goalkeepers, not very effective. And positioning. Looks like it's more defender related, not too much with regards to keepers. Those three, you look like you can be pretty safe in avoiding them completely. So what do you think is the best stats for a goalkeeper? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you think. Also, let me know if you've enjoyed this series on best stats for all the positions. I've quite liked them. I think my favourite is strikers, so if you want to watch that, that's here. Enjoy your Football Manager, guys. I'll catch you in a bit.